This is the John Brown Alliance where we don't fear, we fight. Since the 1980s, everyone around me has been a military veteran or a resident of what used to be a slave plantation and is also the vicinity of Joint Base Andrews. I have been listening to podcasts about protests, and every time I try to support something, it blows up in my face. So I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to organize the people around me, the family. I'm not going to guilt trip people into not coming to this event. I'm not going to charge you $1,000. And I'm not going to say that you're not doing what you should be doing to save this democracy, because I know my constituency. And I have defended them for decades, as they defended me when I was a child. So let me give you a little bit of history about where I live. I live on what used to be a slave plantation. I am Native American, Appalachian, and Black. Melungeons, they used to call us, is Appalachians, which means that I have heritage that comes from Romania and faraway places I cannot explain. All I know is the color of my skin. And all I know is that everyone I meet online, except for maybe 2 white people and 2 black people, are looking to capitalize and profit off of this authoritarian regime suppressing black people. They're raising funds from the highest points of American democracy. But we don't need them every single day in opposition to the United States government and Democrats placating to APEC, Big Pharma, and Big Business. People who have nothing are setting up food banks on their front lawns in every state. This is absolutely a miracle. That being said, I am going to stop endorsing some things. I might attend, but I'm not going to sit here on YouTube and endorse things and use it as clickbait, as the next big protest or the next big thing or the thing that's going to end the Trump regime, because that's absolute bullshit. All of it. All of it. What I want is for people to be true to themselves. And I'm going to start this movement right in the state where 800 slaves were freed by Harriet Tubman, right here in the state of Maryland. On December 2nd in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, we're going to hold the greatest festival to love that ever happened outside of Woodstock. 166 years ago, a man named John Brown was executed. He was hanged to save my life. Dick Gregory said that before he died. John Brown, before Martin Luther King, before Malcolm X, before the Tuskegee Airmen, before Marcus Garvey, he put his children in peril to save my life. So on December 2nd, we're calling for every member of the Maryland State Legislature, General Assembly, to come to the town of Upper Marlboro. We would love to have Jamie Raskin, Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Greg Cesar, Robert Garcia, Maxine Waters, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, Maxwell Frost, Chris Murphy, Chris Van Hollen, Al Green, Ilhan Omar, Ruben Gallegos, and Angelos Alsobrooks to come to Upper Marlboro, Maryland for this great rally. It's going to take place on the fairgrounds. And I think, as people of color, we need this. We don't need Nancy Pelosi placating to Donald Trump, MSNBC, CNN, or anybody else who doesn't support us right now. Because no matter what happens, before January 1st, we will not survive until 2026. We have less than 60 days to stop the Trump administration from full-scale genocide against everyone that opposes his mandates, his thoughts, and the weak little pussies that follow him. The more we protest, the more we stop it. And I'll tell you what, the John Brown Alliance protest is one of the safest places you can go and make your voices heard. So bring your megaphones, bring your costumes, bring all that shit. And bring it to the town of Upper Marlboro, right there at the county administration building. Let it come out to places like Sherwood Forest and others. We are calling not only on the individuals I called for, but 7 million people to come to this event. The anti-slavery event. The anti-fascist event. This is your stage. You still have a voice. December 2nd, 2025, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Be there.